Persona 3 Reload being released on PC does open up some really interesting possibilities, like mods that make Yukari's breast more prominent. Okay, anyway, this mod over here was banned from Game Banana because it sexualized a minor. Wait, that's your outrage? Persona does that all the time. Not just on their games, but also on their official promotional artwork. Even the boys were hit too. If you're outraged that Persona sexualizes a minor, you are way too late for that discussion. I don't think Atlus is gonna change that anytime soon. This statement got community noted with an Animal Crossing mod that turns the villagers naked. The mods that got banned from Nexus and Game Banana are increasing as time goes on. The mods that they banned got more and more ridiculous. If no one comes up with a solution for this mod banning problem, it'll continue to happen again and again. I guess we'll see a new underground modding community flourish that hosts all the banned mods. Yes, the Persona discourse continues once again. That's what happens when you have Persona 3 re-released to the public spotlight. Persona being released on the PC is a huge benefit for everyone. Bless Atlus for finally joining the PC market. The modding is nice too, but only if those mods are actually available and not being banned left and right by people with too many morals and not much creativity. Oh, but the creativity involves sexualizing a teenager. Then don't buy Persona, because the series does that all the time. If you think that is immoral, do not support the series, because they will continue to do that. So let me ask again, do you think that Persona sexualizing the characters morally reprehensible? Don't buy the series, because they do that all the time. This person said, you can like something while not liking certain aspects of it. Ah, well, I guess we should treat sexualizing minors as a personal taste thing. This guy said that the official lewd outfit shouldn't be in the game either. Yes, they should, because they twisted your moral conundrum. The same person made a mod that adds Rise to Smash with a swimsuit, made Yosuke gay because more minors to date is cool, and made Pyra have better jiggle physics. Atlus made their stance clear, and that is to sexualize the high schoolers. Don't like it? Go back to play Smash. This guy made this long thread explaining why Rise being sexualized in game makes sense and it's meaningful. Bro, she got sexualized unironically both inside and outside of the game. Also, your likes are public. This account got suspended, by the way. If you buy Persona, then you endorse these fictional minors being sexualized. And that's fine, because they're just fiction. Play something else. Man, this Persona discourse is really tiring. So let's move on to another discourse. But before we get to that, this video is brought to you by these wonderful people. You guys are fantastic. If you want to see your names among these legends, then check out the links down below. Just $1 and you have supported this channel immensely. Seriously, thank you so much. And now, let's get to the next hoopla. This one involves another remastered release with a mod that also got banned from it for another really dumb reason. Tomb Raider is back with the remastered trilogy. The new remastered trilogy has a content warning. Okay, I don't see the problem with that. I don't need it to be removed, but I also don't see why the mod for that needs to be removed. But that's not why I want to discuss the content warning. As we look to recreate and remaster these stories for modern audiences, it's important to consider the implications of these harmful portrayals and do our part to rewrite new history, not repeat it. Rewrite new history is the craziest phrase that someone uttered unironically in current year. That stuff is genuinely Orwellian. It's straight out of 1984. I know people say that all the time, but not me. So when I say that it is Orwellian, I'm telling you, it's the real deal. Well, they rebooted the series twice already, so will the new Lara Croft reboot be good this time? We'll see. Well, that was freaking scary. What is even the point of remasters, remakes, and reboots when these companies are going to remove all the essence that makes the original special? I think game companies should make original works instead, ones that aren't derivatives of other works. So, who's gonna make something original? Oh, okay then. Immortals of Avium is a game with a weird title, and not a lot of people know about it. Why? This game came out last year, a little earlier than Starfield. Yeah, you know this game is doomed from the start. The timing on this one really couldn't have been worse, especially when it took a while for people to notice that Starfield sucks big monkey ballsack. Apparently the game is very good. I haven't played it, but the gameplay looks solid. Who knows? Maybe this will turn out to be an EA cult classic, kinda like Mirror's Edge, or its sequel, Catalyst. I think that one is underrated too. For some reason, game journals describe this whole phenomenon as EA trying and failing to release a single-player game with 0 microtransactions, no grind, and a shorter running time. Kotaku even said that the game is proof that it's a grim time for single-player games. Bro, did you guys miss the whole last year? The game was barely marketed, and it was released around Starfield's release. So EA, this is entirely on you. It's a shame because Immortals of Avium does look like a neat little game, and unfortunately, zero marketing and an incredibly poorly timed release caused this game to bomb spectacularly. It seems that the magic of Hi-Fi Rush is something that a lot of game companies really should take notes from. Speaking of shame, can we talk about the PlayStation 5 and how underwhelming the console has been? The PlayStation 5 is just not an interesting console to buy for me. The controller is great, but that's pretty much it. The console itself is not worthy of a sale to me, and it seems that a lot of people agree because the sale of the PlayStation 5 failed to meet expectations. Sony said that the console is entering the latter stage of its life cycle. That's insane. The console barely lives and it's already dying. Why is that? Well, we can speculate, but here's my reason. Unlike the PS4 where they absolutely dominate, they just don't really have a lot of interesting games. There's more and more reason to validate the existence of this meme. I don't know why. Most of the games that they have right now are multi-platform anyway, which means that you can get 90% plus of the PS5's library on the PC. In fact, Sony is aggressively pushing games to PCs, and there won't be any exclusives until next year. So why is this console dying again? There's also another factor that contributes to this discussion, which is that I barely have time to play games anymore. And because of that, I don't want to spend too much money on stuff that I don't spend too much time on anyway. So yeah, no PS5 for me. It's been a rather underwhelming console as of late. You know what hasn't been underwhelming as of late? Tekken 8. Great game, mate. 8 out of 8.
Excellent. Oh, excellent.
Tekken. This fighting game continues to be the dominant force in the fighting game genre. The customizations in this game are quite interesting, to say the least. Some took issue with this. Wonder how women feel when they see this. Well, those women can feel whatever and however they like. It's our enjoyment, not theirs. Actually, it's also their enjoyment. Women do play Tekken. Some of them play really well. They play so well that they got told that they have no place in gaming and that they should go back to doing women things. I thought men were supposed to be better than women in everything, and yet you got wrecked by them playing games. Maybe you should take those coaching lessons. Also, do you really want to judge people for liking women in underwear when you yourself like women in underwear? Just saying.
This is 4K! How did they get you at 4K?
Yeah, these people always make malicious assumptions about people. This takeover here makes malicious assumptions about an entire genre. Oftentimes, those assumptions are greatly exaggerated. I don't get the hate towards fictional perverts. This person really hates the trope where this guy's chasing some girl out, wanting to grab her tits, and then you got the other guys to be like, haha, isn't that just typical for him? He's so quirky. Another character said, oh, he's into children too. Okay, I cannot recall anime characters who are massive perverts getting away with their perversion or having it tolerated. Almost every single one of them doesn't get away with it. Mineta doesn't get away with it. Jiraiya doesn't get away with it. Sanji doesn't get away with it. Heck, even Master Roshi doesn't get away with it. This trope is a non-issue. Characters do not get away with being perverts in anime. If this is your personal observation, I think you got lost in the adult section. Also, sucks that your account got suspended. Speaking of a non-issue, this following hoopla introduces me to something that I thought didn't exist until last week. I was surprised to see something like this pop up in my timeline, but here we are. This is a really unusual hoopla. I am never a big fan of the Cars movies, but I didn't know that this movie has Fujoshis in it. No, really, Fujoshis. Someone made a Lightning McQueen x Jackson Storm fan art, and this fan art got some people outraged in the most bizarre places of the fandom I could ever imagine. Jackson Storm is younger than McQueen. Yes, but they are both professional racers canonically, which means that they are both adults. And they are also both fictional. Then this genuinely brain-dead take came in and was like, hey, these guys still look human. That's just weird. Just say that you're defending pedos. Okay, I did say that they're racers and therefore adults. I was dead wrong on that. It turns out that people under 18 can totally compete in professional racing. And even so, who cares? They're just fictional representations of cars, for God's sake. But hey, at least now I know that people are into cars as human beings. Whatever to satiate those Fujoshis lust, I guess. And that's all for the video today. Guys, if you like this video, please don't forget to click like button and subscribe for more. Don't forget to check out my ABB Show channel, link down below. Go subscribe. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.